All right, so you switch these ball screens here, okay? That's fine, but stop. Isaiah Stewart, now you got to cut off the dribble. First of all, you can't switch over the top like this. You got to get underneath. But okay, so right now, if I'm Isaiah Stewart, I'm cutting this player's dribble off right now, okay? I am cutting the court. This is the only part of the court this player's going to be able to use, okay? This player becomes important. He can get his right foot as in as the block, okay? And now if I'm Isaiah Stewart, I'm just guiding this player this way, right into a second defender. And now I have a wide stance. I can just stunt without moving and recover. Okay? But Isaiah Stewart's not going to do that. He's going to let Bradley Beal take him one-on-one, and then he's going to sag off, so it's an easy jumper. The problem with drop coverage is this player feels like he has to double team, of course, because this lane is wide open. So he goes to double. There's nobody there to guard at the three-point line. And again, obviously he's doubling because look at how far over he is. And he has to move his feet inward, which means he's never going to get back outward. So let's take a look at if we switch this screen. Okay? So Isaiah Stewart is now guarding the ball handle. You're not in dumb drop coverage. All right, up. Right now you're up. This player just keeps his back to the baseline. He can move. He can have his left foot parallel to the block, okay? But as this player goes down, he's got to go down with him. Isaiah, again, we're just cutting the court off. This is the only part of the court Bradley Beal's going to be able to use. And we're just going to guide him into the second defender, who's going to be in a wide stance. He can have his left foot as in as what is parallel to the block or parallel to the elbow. Okay, and now we're up and just guiding him into this player right here. And now he's just stunting without moving and recovering. But you're in drop coverage, so this lane is wide open. So now this player's got to come all the way over there. That's not being in the gaps. That's doubling, and you're moving your feet inward, which means you're never going to get back outward. So it's a three. Terrible defense. This is off of a make. It's this transition defense. Look, you don't get back to random spots on the floor. You get back to a body, all right? You got to communicate. This is what happens when you get back to a random spot on the floor. Look, okay? Look at see? Stop. Look at look at this. This is a random spot on the floor. There's a body over here. You should not be standing here. All the way over here, now you should be, going over to that body. But nope, you get back to a random spot on the floor, and this will happen lots of times. All right, this is bad transition defense, so this is a turnover. Okay, stop. Okay, so right now this player's got to communicate. I got ball. Okay, so this player's got to sprint over here. Okay, you can't have any delays. It's got to be boom right here. Look at this delay. See this delay right there? Now he picks up his speed. See, right now it's got to be communicated. I got the corner. So this player knows I'm not going to the corner, I'm going here. So you've got to communicate this. But you can see this player's not sure where he's supposed to go. So look, see that little delay right there? Now, if he had been just knowing where he's supposed to go and just sprinting right here, now he's in front of this player and this pass isn't getting made. But because there's no communication, you can see now that pass is able to get made, and it eventually turns into a layup. This is a ball screen I would hedge, okay? I certainly wouldn't be in drop coverage, hardly ever, okay? Stop. Okay, so right now, look at if I hedge. This player is so close to the sideline here that when I hedge high, remember, the second he picks up his dribble, hesitates or brings his dribble back, I can recover. Okay? So I'm going to be able to recover pretty soon because this player is so close to the sideline. My backside help is right here. This player can drop down and occupy two Wizards players 2 passes away. Okay, so this is a ball screen I would hedge because it's so close to the sideline. But instead, you're in drop coverage, so this player just gets right to the rim for a layup. Again, the problem with drop coverage is this skip pass is so easy to make. Look. See, this player's in the lane, so this player can step up and backside help, but this player's in the lane, so this skip pass is so easy to make, and it leads to a wide-open three. So, I mean, again, this is another easy switch right here. Okay, up, underneath, jam for real estate, jam for real estate. Now, what can I do? I can send this player right here into gap help. I can stunt without moving inward, and I can recover. Okay, get your back totally to the baseline and all that. But you bring here, there's no place to be beat. Stunt, recover. But instead, you're in drop coverage, which is just a disaster, and wide open three. You get back to bodies, not random spots on the floor. This player is getting back to a random spot on the floor. Find a body, okay? This player communicates, I got this guy. This player communicates, I got ball. Okay, so this player needs to, and someone's got to, and maybe you communicate, this player can communicate for someone to take this player. You have to communicate in transition, and you can't get to random spots on the floor. But look, this player is just in the middle of nowhere, and now he's never going to be able to get out to his man. He's just going to be able to rip and go, and it leads to an easy layup. You guard with your back to the baseline. Stop. Stop. Right now, why is the ball got swung here? Why do you have your back to the sideline? Keep your back to the baseline, okay? So, you can drop, rotate with the ball, but your back's to the baseline. You're seeing ball, you're seeing man. When your back's to the sideline, you're susceptible to getting beat backdoor, which is exactly what happens. We got multiple mistakes here. First of all, on this switch, stop. I'm not sagging. I'm up, and I'm bringing this player this way. There's no place to go. Right into the gaps. This player should be saying, send him left, send him left. Okay? So that would end that. Okay. The second mistake is that this player does get in the gap. Stop. Dribble's picked up. So this player right now, it's just get back to your man. Just get back to your man. But watch what this player does. He's going to gamble. See? See how he's gambling right here, not getting back to his man? That's gambling. So now he's not able to get back to his man, and his man just rip and go into the lane for two. Okay, so stop. What is this player doing right here? There is no ball screen that was set. You do not need to be in backside help. This player can get over. First of all, his back's to the sideline. Okay? You should be over. Again, what do we talk about? Your foot can be as close as as on the elbow. This player's foot is inside the elbow. See, that's inside the elbow. Inside being parallel to the block. So this player should easily be over with his back to the baseline. And there's no reason to be in backside help at all. Like, he's moving in backside help. This player's guarding one-on-one. And what else do we talk about? If your feet don't take you inward, you can get back outward. Look at this player's feet. See how, okay, this pass is going to get made. Look at how his feet take him inward, and now this pass gets made. That means you're never going to get back outward, and it leads to an open catch-and-shoot three. Top coverage is terrible, so you just give up a 2-on-1, and so, of course, you give up a layup. So let's take a look. This is an easy screen to switch. First of all, look, if I'm underneath this screener now, I can start jamming, battling for real estate out past the three-point line. Now I can switch, and then I cut the court off this way, okay? Look at this player can get up the line with his back to the baseline still, and now I can just send this player this way, right into a gap defender. There's no place to go, okay? But instead, you want to run a ball screen defense that gives up a 2-on-1. Nice. All right, so again, you're in drop coverage, and this guard, you're just giving this guard the lane. And look at that. It just leads to an easy floater in the lane. Okay? So this is an empty side ball screen. I want to hedge this. Okay? Because again, look if I hedge. Look how close to the sideline this player is. The second this player picks up his dribble, hesitates, or brings his dribble back, I can recover, and this player is able to guard one-on-one. Okay? But in the meantime, I want to hedge high, push him towards the sideline. Backside defender right here. This Pistons player occupies these Wizards players 2 passes away. Okay, and I'm good. Drop coverage is just such a disaster. This is a terrible double team. You do not gamble here. Look at this. You double, you just stay over the top right here. Hands up, okay? You cannot let this player split through your double like this, okay? Right now, you've got to stay. Hands up. Okay, and then this player is just kind of up the line guarding both. If a kick out pass is made here, this player rotates here. Then in unison, this player in the corner rotates up. And okay, by the way, why are we tripling the post? Holy smokes! This player's got to be over here because he's got to be that second rotation upwards this way. Okay, so the Pistons have this all screwed up. Okay, but you got to stay up. All right, rotation here. This player's over here, not triple teaming the post. Rotation here, and then this player would rotate onto the corner, which should be the Wizards' third option. Okay? But instead, this player's here tripling the post. This player is going to gamble, so now he's able to split through, and now look how easy these passing angles are. There's nothing you can do, and it's a wide open three. So first of all, the Pistons don't defend this down screen the right way. Stop. Look at, you got a down screen coming. What is Isaiah Stewart doing? Your man is clearly setting a down screen. Get attached, show. So this player cannot curl. He has to go out a little bit, and it allows this chase to happen. So you allow this player to curl like this. So now look. Now Isaiah Stewart's got to leave his man here, Montrezl Harrell, and come guard the ball. The problem with that is now Montrezl Harrell's going to get low on the court here. Okay, so right now, though, okay, So you didn't guard the down screen the right way. I still have an opportunity right now to get over to Montrezl Harrell here. Okay, I can even get to him, honestly, right now because there's a double happening. Get to Montrezl Harrell, jam him, get him out of there. Okay, out of the paint. Okay, look, ball's kicked out. Still nothing. Jam. Get him out of the lane. The further out he catches it, the much easier it is for you to guard in the post. The much easier it is to dig in the post, etc. But you never touch Montrezl Harrell. So look, now he's catching this ball way too low, and it's an easy 2. Stop guarding with your back to the sideline. Look at this. What you got to be seeing the ball at all times. Turn your back to the baseline here. Just back to the baseline. I'm seeing man, I'm seeing ball. The other problem that you're not seeing, one problem you're not seeing the ball. 2 is when you guard like this, you're very susceptible to getting beat backdoor, which is exactly what happens. Okay, again, you're using drop coverage here, so this just gives this player the lane and an open jumper. All right, let's take a look. This is a pretty easy ball screen. This is a pretty easy ball screen to switch. Okay, get underneath, jam for real estate. This player can get as far in as the block. We want him pretty close to that spot. Okay, wide stance, back to the baseline. And if Isaiah Stewart just brings him this way, there's no place to go. Now I can stunt without moving my feet at all, and then I can easily recover. Okay? But instead, you're in this drop coverage, so you're just giving up open jumpers. Okay, what is happening here? This is horrible transition defense. Why is this player slowing down? Look how he's slowing down. Okay? Look at this. Sprint! Get ahead of this player here. Okay? Same thing with Cade Cunningham. Why are you going toward... Sprint to get ahead of this player here. Again, you get back to bodies, not random spots on the floor. This player should be ahead of this player 100%. This player should be ahead of Kyle Kuzma 100%. But everyone's just kind of slowing down and jogging, and now Kyle Kuzma comes up with it, and it's a 2-shot foul. Okay, you're just trying to fight over the top of a ball screen, but that doesn't work. Look at how out of position Cade Cunningham is to guard one-on-one. And now it's just going to be an easy layup. See, again, this is an easy ball screen to switch. Okay, get underneath, jam for real estate. When this player comes off, Isaiah Stewart now guards one-on-one. Jeremy Grant can get as far in as the block. He can have that right foot on the block, and we just send him this way. And now there's no play. You're walking right into a second defender. Now I can stunt without moving my feet, without moving anything. Just stunt and easily recover on the airtime of that pass. Okay? But you need to switch this screen. Cade Cunningham you put him in a terrible spot to he can't defend one-on-one. He's never able to defend one-on-one there because you're asking him to fight over the top of a screen with nothing else. So again, the Pistons are going to start in drop coverage. Look how they're starting in drop coverage. Okay, then they're going to decide, we're going to switch. But this player's so far back, he can't actually guard one-on-one, and Beal's just going to blow by and get to the rim for a layup. So if you switch this ball screen right away, okay, this player's underneath, jamming for real estate, and then this player coming off this ball screen, okay, now we've got him right here. This is pretty good gap defense. You need to have this left foot with a wide stance. And now look, we're just forcing Beal right into this defender. This player doesn't have to move. He can just stunt and recover, okay? But you gotta switch up, okay, and then you gotta guide Beal this way, right into the second defender. Don't have to move my feet inward. So I'm just stunting, and I can easily recover on the airtime of this pass, okay? But instead, you start and drop coverage, then try and switch, but you can't do that, and it's a layup. And you're in drop coverage. Look at how easy this is. This guard just going to get right to the rim for 2. That's Bradley Beal, by the way, who you're just giving the lane to. So switch the screen, okay? You can switch it right here, and then now look. Now this player can get in. Remember, his right foot can be as in as the block or parallel to it, okay? So right now, coming off the screen, I'm just switching it, and I'm sending him right into this gap defender here. Again, we want his right foot parallel to the block right here, okay? Opened up, back to the baseline, wide stance. So now when this player comes this way, there's no place to go. I can just stunt without having to move inward, and I can easily get out on the airtime of this pass. But you don't switch. You're in stupid drop coverage, and it's an easy 2 for Bradley Beal. Don't cheat the screen. Stop. Look, right. Okay, hold on. Right here. your back should be, first of all, you should be dropping to the three-point line, back to the baseline. Okay? If this player comes off this screen, our ball screen defense will take care of it. But look what this player does. See how this player is going to start cheating towards the screen? So now it's just, again, an easy ball screen refusal. He's going to blow by you, draw help, and now it's an easy Wizards two-shot foul. Right, this is elementary school basketball right here. I mean, I can't believe that this is happening. Okay, shots up. Okay, right now the shot's up. If you're Cade Cunningham, go find your man and use your butt. Box him out with your butt. Move him out of the lane. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. But you have to box him out with your butt. You cannot box out facing him. Look at this. Look at Cade Cunningham. This is not a box out. No, shot is up. I am immediately going to find my man and get my butt into him and box him out. The only person getting a rebound here is going to be this Pistons player if he boxes out. But nope, he boxes out facing him. So that leads to an easy offensive rebound, okay, and then another two-shot foul. And you're in dumb drop coverage. Look at this. So you're just creating a 2-on-1, so of course it's going to be a lob and a two-shot foul. Okay, this is another easy ball screen to switch. Look at this. If I'm underneath now, I'm jamming beyond the three-point line, battling for real estate, battling for real estate. When this player comes off this screen, now I'm just switching, and I'm guiding him right into my gap defender right here, where I can stunt without moving my feet inward at all and recover. Okay, but instead, you're in the business of giving up 2-on-1s, and again, the Wizards are going right back to the line. You cannot guard with your back to the sideline. First of all, I don't understand this switch at all. There's no screen being set. But, all right, you do switch it. Stop. Guard with your back to the baseline. Okay? You do not guard with your back to the sideline. One, because you're not seeing the ball. If I'm opened up, I'm seeing ball and man. Two, I can't get beat back door, which is exactly what happens there. No reason to be battling through a down stop. Okay, this is a down screen. All you've got to do is just chase off this player's hip, because this player is going to stay attached and show to make this player go out, and now your chase will happen. But I'm not even sure if this player... So just chase off his hip. This player's got to show, okay? But instead, you shove the player, okay, and the Wizards are in the bonus, and it's a two-shot foul. Why are you in drop coverage? Look at this. Drop coverage right there. Wide open jumper. Okay, that's Bradley Beal too. Look at this. This is an easy ball screen. First of all, you can't sag, so you're up right now. Okay? This player can get as in as the block with his back to the baseline, wide stance. Right? Because now we're going to guide this player this way, and there's no place for this player to go, and you don't have to move inward. You can just stunt, and you'll easily be able to recover on the airtime of that pass. But instead, you're in drop coverage on Bradley Beal, so it's an easy two. Okay, there's no need to hedge this ball screen, okay? This is, right, look at where this ball screen is being set. It is being set at almost half court, okay? So right now, all this player needs to do, show your hands, jam the screener. First of all, this player shouldn't be anticipating anything. Okay, see how he's already taking a step back? Just guard your man one-on-one, wait for you to get screened. If this player sets the screen, then we're just going to jam the screener with our bodies, showing our hands, and you're going to go under. Okay? But I don't even know what this is. This player's going to try and hedge, and so he jams them. And again, the Wizards are in the bonus, so that's two more shots at the line. When you switch this ball screen, you've got to get directly underneath. Stop. Okay? So if this ball screen happens, hold on. Okay, so you've got to get directly underneath, jamming for real estate, jamming for real estate. Look at how this player is just going to get partially underneath. See? That's not enough. Okay? You've got to be totally underneath, jamming for real estate. See how you're just that you've let that player get too right here. Okay? Directly underneath his whole body. Jamming for real estate, jamming for real estate. Not underneath half of his body. See, look at that. That's not directly underneath. And you're allowing this player to initiate contact way too low. See, again, if I'm directly underneath right now, his whole body, now I'm initiating contact. Battling for real estate, battling for real estate. But instead, you aren't going to get directly underneath. See, that's not directly underneath. You've gotten to his side. So now this player has position, and it's going to lead to an offensive rebound. And an easy two for the Wizards. Okay, this is a stupid screen to switch. Stop. If this is a flare screen, you don't need to switch it. Right now, you can see this player coming to set a screen. So yell out, flare, flare, flare. So this player knows I need to get up and over the top of this flare screen. That's how it works. call out flare, flare, flare. If you're going to switch, it better, see, the problem with switching this is, look, like if you're switching, it's got to be now, up and under, because this player's going to slip the flare screen. Okay, so you really didn't need to do anything. But right now, just announce flare, flare, flare. So this player's up and over the top, and you don't have to worry about anything. And then you can just stay underneath your man, and you're fine. But look, you're going to try and switch this flare screen that this player ends up slipping, and it's a terrible switch. So now Kyle Kuzma is able to get right to the rim for an easy 2. Okay, so this screen, first of all, is set high enough that I can easily go under, okay? This player just needs to get up, jam this screener with his body, showing your hands, and you can go under. Okay, the other thing I can do with this screen is look at how close to the sideline this is. So I can hedge this screen, because the second this player is forced to pick up his dribble, hesitates or brings his dribble back, which is going to happen pretty much instantly, okay, I can recover back. In the meantime, we do need backside help right here, okay? And then once the player should be able to quickly recover and bump this player back. While this player's in backside help on this hedge, this player's guarding these Wizards players 2 passes away. And you're pushing him out to the sideline. So now this skip pass can't get made. But instead, look, you're running drop coverage. So now look at the passing angle. As opposed to being pushed to the sideline with all the different arms in his face, now you're letting him see the whole floor, okay? And now the skip pass is very easy to make, and it just results in an open catch-and-shoot 3. Okay, you're in drop coverage, which creates all types of boxing out issues as well. First of all, this player, again, you're in drop coverage. This player's going to come over here and double. That's not being in the gap. That's doubling. So now this player is able to get right to the rim. And again, the defense is scrambling, so there's all types of box out issues, and it leads to a dunk. So right here, just switch the screen. Okay, hold on. This player's fine right here. He does not need to move. Okay, so right here, where's the screen? Okay, right now I'm up. And I'm just guiding him right here. Now this player doesn't have to move. He can just stunt, easily recover. If you don't have to move inward, you can always get outward. This player needs to get underneath, and you can jam for real estate, jam for real estate, jam for real estate outside the three-point line. Okay? But instead, again, you're in this drop coverage. Now that player comes over to double, and this just leads to all types of boxing out issues, and it's going to end up with an easy Wizards 2. Very simple. Just guard this man one. How hard is it to just guard this player one-on-one? If you get screened, you get screened. Our ball screen defense will execute. Okay? But you can't lean towards, look at how he's leaning towards the screen. See how he's leaning towards the screen this way? Okay? That means it's just going to be a ball screen refusal. Drive right to the rim for a layup. Okay, you can't switch a screen sagging like this. Stop. Okay? And this is not even really a screen that I'm that interested in switching anyways. So you're going to switch and you're going to sag. That's impossible. Okay? Look at how easy this is to hedge. Okay? Come over here. If this, again, as soon as this player picks up his dribble, hesitates and brings his dribble back, I'm able to recover back very soon. And with the sideline being so close, that's going to be happening in seconds. Okay? In the meantime, I have a backside defender here. This player slides down and guard both Wizards players 2 passes away. Okay, but I'm going to easily be able to recover pretty quickly and bump this backside defender back home. Okay? But instead, you're switching a screen that you're sagging that much, and forget about it. First of all, you never guard like this. Why are you guarding with your back to the sideline? Always with your back to the baseline, because right here is a stagger screen. I want to go under this first one, over this second one. Okay? But you're all out of order because you're out of place guarding. So now there's separation here that shouldn't be there. It should have just been simply, right now, none of whatever the heck this is, okay? Right now, you're just, when this player comes off of the stagger screen, you're going under it, okay? And then, now look. So now, wow. Okay, so now there's not this separation. And then on this down screen, I can just show, and there's no separation here now, okay? So now I'm showing with my arms out, staying connected to my man, but showing with my arms out. So this player has to go out, and now you're able to get over on this chase. But you've already screwed it up because of whatever the heck defense you were doing before, because now there's this separation. And now Bradley Beal's just going to get this, drive right to the lane, and then we got another 2-shot Wizards foul right there. Okay, so you switch this ball screen. That's fine. But again, Isaiah Stewart, you got, look, stop. Okay, I have gap. This player's right here in the gap. Okay, and this player, it doesn't need to be as far up the line as he is, but he can drop and also be in the gap. So get up, give no airspace, just guide him right into these gap defenders. I got multiple right here, okay? Up and guide him into these gap defenders. This player is going to be in position with his back totally to the baseline where he can just stunt without moving and recovering. And you're not giving up any airspace. You're just guiding him into these gap defenders, okay? But again, you sag off of Bradley Beal, and now look, you're sending him away from your gap help, so it just leads to 2. Okay, so this is bad defense away from the ball. I would switch this screen, but it doesn't matter. This player's in the gaps fine, okay? Right here is fine. I mean, I'd like your back to be totally to the baseline, but that's okay. But the thing is when the dribble is picked up, you're gone. Watch this. Look at this. Dribble's picked up. Now I'm sprinting to my man. Right now. Right now. Right now. Look at how long it takes for this player, once the dribble gets picked up, for him to get out to his man. Look at this. See? Dribble's picked up. Dribble's picked up. The ball's now in the air, and you still haven't started getting to your man. Your job being in the gaps is to get the dribble picked up. Boom. So right now the dribble's picked up. Out to your man. Out to your man. Out to your man. But look at this. You're just standing there while this ball's still in midair. You don't even start getting out to your man until he has the ball. So yeah, of course you're going to get beat with an open catch and shoot 3. Okay, so you switch this ball screen right here. So right now, if I'm Isaiah Stewart, I'm up, giving him no airspace, and he is only using this part of the floor. Because look, this player can get up the line, and his man is going to end up lifting even more. So right now, I'm just sending him into gap help everywhere. Right here and it should be right around here. Okay? That's where I'm sending him. But you let him pull his dribble back. All right, fine. Then you've got to now, this player's got to get in the gaps. Look how this player's in the gaps. You've got to move in. You can have your left foot on the elbow, okay? So now if I'm Isaiah Stewart, I'm up, and I'm just sending him right into this gap defender here. So now I can stunt without moving. I don't have to move my feet at all. I can just stunt and easily recover. But instead, Isaiah Stewart is going to let himself, look at this, he's going to let himself get beat away from his gap help. Now you send help at the rim, and now it's a 2-shot foul. All right, so you switch this ball screen, okay? That's fine. But again, Cade Cunningham, you got to close off this airspace. This is all the real estate Bradley Beal is going to be allowed to use. I'm up and closing off this airspace. Isaiah Stewart can have, again, he can have his right foot on the block, left foot out, wide stance, okay? And now when this player comes this way, there's no place for him to go. I'm just stunting and easily recovering without having to move inward at all, okay? But the Pistons are going to end up doubling, okay? So if you're doubling like this, stop. You've got to be ready to rotate, okay? And this kick-out pass here, this player's going to rotate here. As this kick-out pass is getting made, this player's rotating here, and this player's immediately rotating onto this player here. But there's no the second rotation never happens, and it's an open catch-and-shoot 3. And again, you're guarding Bradley Beal. You've got to cut off. Look at this. Stop. This is the only part of the floor he's able to use. This player needs to open up with his back to the baseline. I'm over here giving him no airspace and just guiding him into the second defender, where this player's going to have a wide stance. He doesn't have to move inward. Stunt, recover. But again, you let yourself get beat away from gap help, so it's just an easy jumper for Bradley Beal. Okay, so you're trapping off this ball screen. You're not hedging, because if you're hedging, look, this player pulls his dribble back. So right now, I'm recovering back onto my man. Now, of course, I need backside help whether I'm trapping or hedging anyways. But it's a lot easier to hedge because, look, this backside defender's up, okay? Now this player's dribbles back. Well, right now this player brings his dribble back. So now I can get over and bump this backside defender over here. When you're trapping, though, you still need backside help. This player has got to step up, and this better be a good trap because this skip pass can't get made, okay? But you have to take out the roll man. Everybody one pass away. Well, this player here can honestly kind of roam the baseline, okay? Because guard both Wizards players 2 passes away. But I've got to deny here, and I have to deny off this roll. When you allow them to pass out of a trap, okay, with no back, now you're screwed. Now you've given up numbers, and there's a 3 right before the game end, and you lose the game because of that. Stay with your back to the baseline right here, okay? Back to the baseline. But nope, look what happens. This player's going to, now look, now your back's to the sideline. And then off this, look at this, and now you're gambling. See, just keep your back right here to the baseline, okay? I can get up the line maybe a step, but just stay with your back to the baseline. As your man comes here, you're just gliding with him. But instead, you got your back to the sideline. And look at this little gamble right there. That horrible gamble for no reason, which, again, doesn't happen if your back's to the baseline, okay? This horrible gamble is going to mean this player's going to be able to get it, go right to the rim for two. If you're trapping a ball screen, the back line has to be ready, okay? So right now, if this is going to be a trap, this player here now needs to move up, okay? This player is going to guard these Wizards 2 passes away. He's going to probably stay right here. So if you're going to trap this ball screen like the Pistons do, you have to take out the roll. You have to take out this player 1 pass away too, okay? But when you have no backside help on the roll, look, it's just an easy pass out of it, and now it's just way too easy. So you're trapping this ball screen. If this was hedging, then look at this. Right now, okay, right when he pulls back his dribble, right now. So right now, this player can be coming over, and you can rotate back. Now, we need backside help right here. It's kind of there. That should be a little bit more aggressive here, okay? But now I can start recovering back and moving this backside defender back. You're trapping when this player pulls his dribble back, picks up his dribble, and this big is still there. Now again, so trapping, we have to have backside help. This player now has got to get over here, and this backside defender has to be here. We just have to hope that he can't make the skip pass because this trap is going to be really good. Again, this is not hedging, because if you're hedging, then right now his dribble gets pulled back, so now you're recovering and you're coming over here to guard one-on-one. Okay? So you trap. There's no backside help again on the roll, and it just leads to a 2-shot foul for Washington. Defensive rebounding is similar to transition. You have to communicate and get to a body. Stop. Right now, Killian Hayes should be saying, I got ball, I got ball. So this player here knows, I think this is Cade Cunningham, this player here knows, I'm over here, I'm going to go find this body right here. But look what happens. See how we got 2 people guarding the ball? So now this player's late to get over there, and now look, look where this ball screen is set. Okay? It's set so low that you can't do anything other than switch. Now, the Pistons are going to do nothing about it. But, here, and Isaiah Stewart's out of position to switch. I mean, it's just a disaster, and it all stems from, right now, this rebound getting picked up. This player not saying, I got ball, so this player comes over here immediately. Now this ball screen gets set to the 3-point line, and you hope Isaiah Stewart can get to Montrezl Harrell, and then you can be able to hedge it or switch it or whatever. But this player's late to get over to this man here, so now this ball screen is here. You can't switch a ball screen when you're dropping like this, okay? So I don't really know. I think they're in drop coverage, which is a joke anyways on a ball screen set this low. You pretty much have to just switch here because of the ball screen is set so low. I mean, maybe you could hedge because he's so close to the sideline. I mean, maybe you can hedge. Backside defender here. This player occupies these 2 Wizards 2 passes away this way. I don't know. But it all gets screwed up because of the way you defended right off that offensive rebound. And now this player is able to turn the corner, draw help, and it's in a catch-and-shoot 3. See, Isaiah Stewart's got to know he's not on an island here, okay? So right now you're guarding this player. This player's perfectly positioned. He needs a wider stance, so his right foot needs to be out. But if you're Isaiah Stewart here, look, just glide with this player. Stay up, do not sag. Glide with this player. Now this player, again, he can get as far in as parallel to the block, so that left foot can get more in. But again, if you're just sending this player this way, there's no place to go. This player can stunt without having to move inward, okay? That's why we probably want his left foot parallel to the block right here, okay, right there on that line, okay? So there's no place to go. It's this way. I can stunt without moving inward, and then on a kick-out pass, I can easily get back outward. But Isaiah Stewart's defending like he's on an island one-on-one when he has a gap defender right here, and it's just going to allow for, a open jumper. Okay, you have to just switch this screen. First of all, because you do nothing about this down screen right here. This player should be up, attached, and show. So this player has to go out, and this player can chase. When you don't, when you let him curl off of it, look at the separation. So now I really need to switch this screen. Okay? And again, it's an easily switchable screen. This player needs to just get under, jam Montrezl Harrell. keep him up the line. Jam Montrezl Harrell. Isaiah Stewart, when this player comes off the screen, we're cutting this player's dribble off here. This is the only part of the court he's going to be able to use. I should have a clogged lane because you should be somewhat up the line with Harrell because you're switching under and you're somewhat up the line, but my main gap defender is right here. Okay? Cade Cunningham needs to get his back to the baseline, and remember, his right foot can be as in as the block or parallel to it. Okay? And then Isaiah Stewart's just up and sending him this way, right into a clogged lane. But instead, you're going to try and run drop coverage, which I hate anyways, but you really can't run it when you don't defend this down screen and there's this separation like this. So this player's just going to get it, go right into the lane, draws a double team and a wide open three. All right, this is not how you defend away from the ball. Look at this. Stop. Look at how this player's back is to the sideline, not to the baseline. See, this is when it comes to closing out. Get your back to the baseline, okay? Because look at this close. Instead of your back being to the sideline, if my back's to the baseline, look at the difference in this closeout, okay? This player's going to close out, okay? Close out by still giving Kentavious Caldwell-Pope the baseline. If right now you open up with your back to the baseline, your closeout is not giving up the baseline. You're just there, okay? So again, right now, look at this. See, if your back's to the baseline, this closeout's down the middle. But instead, this closeout is to the side. So look, you're just giving up the baseline, which Kentavious Caldwell-Pope gladly takes, and it's a layup. Okay, a couple of things on this play. Look at Jeremy Grant, okay? So this player's coming in. Stop, okay? Dribble's picked up right now, okay? Now that this dribble's picked up, you're just flying out to your man. There's nothing more to do. This player's doing fine one-on-one. The dribble was picked up. Get out to the three-point line, okay? That's number one. And number two, you're going to see Jeremy. So number one, look, Jeremy Grant still hasn't moved anywhere to get out to his man. Right now, dribble's picked up. I am out to my man. That's number one. And look at this little gamble Jeremy Grant's going to have too. See how he's going to kind of gamble a little bit there with his hands? So, again, this is the problem right now. Dribble's picked up right now. Get out back to your man. That's your only job of being in the gaps is to get the dribble picked up. Now it's picked up. Go back to your man. But look how long he waits. He waits. Now as the ball is almost at his man, is he getting back out towards his man? So now he's not able to set his feet and guard one-on-one, and it's a two-shot foul. Terrible transition defense. Stop. Washington has this ball. Get back, okay? Do not gamble towards the ball here. There's nothing to gamble for. But look what this Pistons player does. Look how he's gambling. So now a 2-on-2 turns into a 2-on-1. This is too far in. We talk about the block being, you can't be right here on this swing pass. All right, here's your problem on this swing pass. Okay, look at this. Stop. First of all, your feet are all over the place. Again, you slide with the ball. So right now, my back should be to the baseline, and I have a wide stance. There's really no reason for me to even be inside the block now. What am I accomplishing by doing that? Get your left foot on the block, right foot out with a wide stance. Okay? And so I don't have to move anywhere. Right when this ball gets swung here, if the ball gets swung there, I can easily get out on the airtime of that pass because I don't have to move at all, and my feet are in a wide stance, so I'm easily able to get out. But look at this player. So the ball gets swung. Look at this player. Look at his feet. Got to have a wide stance. See, now you're not going to be able to get out in time, and it's just a rip-and-go drive and two-shot foul. Just allow yourself to get screened. Look at this. Stop, okay? Just guard one-on-one. Do not start leaning towards the screen early. Make this player come off the screen, and our ball screen defense will be fine. But look what happens. See how you start to lean that way? So now it's an easy ball screen refusal. That forces help right here, which means these people have to move in to shift over. And then look, now you're screwed. Now you're giving up a wide open three, all because you allowed a ball screen refusal instead of allowing yourself to just get screened and have our ball screen defense execute it. This is totally bizarre right here. I don't have any idea what's happening right now. Okay, offensive rebound happens. All right, everybody's getting back to their guy, right? Remember, transition defense and defending off of an offensive rebound is similar. It's about communication, and you just have to get to a body. So Cade Cunningham does a nice job. Stop. Okay? So right here, this player is going to help a little bit. He can get back. Cade Cunningham, this is your man. Okay? I don't know what this player's doing. He needs to come over here. Okay? I don't really honestly even know why this player's so aggressively doubling. He can just have his back to the baseline open and maybe stunt a little bit. But again, right now, this player's guarding this man here. Where are you going? Stay. This is your man. This is this player's man. This is this player's man. But it all gets, you try and switch out of stuff, so it's just going to lead to an easy Wizards 2. What?